The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Baltimore Ravens. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Jackson. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
From the 2, here's 1st and goal. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. Matt Breida with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
Makes the score Dolphins 7, Ravens nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Come on, Dolphins.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And some room to maneuver. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? Be able to get him in the 2nd round? That's what I call a steal.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Man.
15 yards on the play.
Come on, man. This bullshit. They need to take that ability shit off.
Running the ball well. They told regardless. Need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And now Jackson will look to throw it. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll run with Dolphins. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
For the extra point.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
11 at the 18-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Tua going to throw. Caught left side, Williams. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Tua. He's got a man. It's Williams. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
He's tackled.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
He was tackled.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And he won't be close to a
Good D, boy. I ain't even want to run that fucking play.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
No gain on the play.
On 4th down,
Everybody want to run that fucking play.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1-7. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Jackson on the give to Dolphins. And he stopped immediately there.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown. The 20, 10.
This big ass game, you can't even run man.
For the Ravens, touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 81 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Block,
No
bitch.
cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll go option to the short side.
These niggas not fucking
With
blocking.
a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Down at the 31.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua.
Wow.
And some room to work. And a terrific return.
He didn't go for the ball.
Finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
But they certainly got dented with that 1st down run, so now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's complete to his running back.
They ain't let me run over there. They made me run to the end zone. Wow.
For a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins.
He's going to be having a mind of his own.
20 on the year, and the Ravens will extend their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
The score, Ravens 21.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, Burrito. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. It's complete to Grant. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
13 yards.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Damn, 63 hold the block.
At the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
No gain.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
And it's 3rd down.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it.
Hey, oh my fucking God, man. Suck my dick.
It's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the
fuck out of here, man.
Let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it
I
to
can go
your
for a
body,
pass to 50. Fuck it.
the hit. Even for those big tight
That was wild as shit right there, man. The fuck he dropped a possession catch.
So taking a risk here early in the new year, they're going to go for it. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the
fuck
football
for that
back.
shit, man.
That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Running on 1st down is Fournette, but he can only manage a yard or so before he's brought down.
He was brought down by Matt Milano. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 16 more on that one and another first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. 28-yard line. Jackson from the shotgun. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Run man, everybody's open. Run zone, everybody's open. Like, what the fuck?
They'll try to run with Dobbins. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
And goal at the 5-yard line.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in as the Ravens push further out in front. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick
What
your
the
wounds.
fuck?
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And this is caught off a deflection. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Complete to J.K. Dobbins.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
He's tackled.
Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Miami.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10.
Damn.
Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Tavon Young. And
jumped out of nowhere.
30-yard line, that's where the return stops. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
2 yards on
the last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
at the 38-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson steps away to his left. And incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Open man has got one. It's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That his 1st catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
How they run? Like, what the fuck?
And he'll be out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But there used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, "Summertime and the living is easy." Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line.
Short of the goal.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens add on. So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his 2nd touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just from his talents. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Out of the gun, he'll throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th
Why are you
pick
throwing
of the
a
game.
ball like that, man?
Instead, 2nd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
We're in Baltimore, third quarter action, 2nd and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun.
That's you threw it an hour ago.
Down he goes. Melvin Ingram in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
He's
So
a
now
fucking
after
quarterback.
the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
This will be fielded at the 17. Oh, fighting off the defender. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner, and in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Shaq Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now it's Jackson.
Oh, come on. I hate this fucking game, man. What the fuck? I ain't even, I just ran and he grabbed him. Like, what the fuck? I didn't even hit no buttons or nothing.
I like the way you said
Like, that's gay as shit, man. I can't even run beside the nigga.
They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
That's so gay, dog. What the fuck?
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back.
I didn't even hit no buttons or nothing. I'm just running.
Gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together.
Like, seriously, how is that possible when you don't even hit a button? Like, you can't run? You can't click on them at all? Like, what the fuck?
Completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Dobbins. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll get this down close to a 1st down at about the Dolphins' 19-yard line. Back now in Baltimore. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. Robinson. His third touchdown now on the year. And this offense is running away with this one. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
And he gets it to the 30-yard line, but the football's not going to stay there. There's a penalty marker down. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
The Dolphins on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He'll find Williams on the slant. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Calais Campbell on the
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
The Dolphins on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Miami.
2 and now on first down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown.
Touchdown, Miami.
Devontae Parker with touchdown number 7 on the year. And it's for pride now, but the Dolphins get a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Sanders as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And all the way down to the 29. A big play there on the option. 51 yards on the ground.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And some space here. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
And Brandon, this is where it pays to have a big back who can take over a football game, especially in the 4th quarter when you've got the lead. Your ability to not just wear people down, close games out.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, Dolphins. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down.
And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone, and you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out, and I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
5-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback, because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessful.
The ball carrier.
Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
One final try for Tagovailoa. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time has run out on this ball game.
14.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.